For me, I think, agriculture was one of the most important pillars of St. Martin economy in general. When you look at farmers like Mr. Matthew, Mr. Richardson, Mr. Guy, and you listen to them speak, you really saw how St. Martin embraced agriculture for something that was really important to the people. When you say like they're looking at turning over their land and developing crops so that they can bring food to the communities, I mean, that's what it was all about back in the day. That's how people really survived and really got their livelihoods together, in a means of jollification too as well. Back then, people really grew crops and took it out to the market, and people was waiting for them in towns and different things. And so people was more self-sustainable back then and networking with each other in order to get things done on an economical level. So for me, when I look back at that and I saw how we had a lot more sustainability in a sense when it comes to the basic necessities that were very much more important, you kind of realize that the way we go in now, we need to kind of not throw that sector on the side because it will be one of the most important ones that we're going to be relying on back in the future. With the crops that we grew back then, it was at such low price and value, but yet was the most valuablest thing that the people actually needed. Now, when you look today at things like, and we so rely on importation, we have to really think about how that's really going to affect us moving forward. I mean, it was never the first, and it's not going to be the last, but the thing is, what type of impact will it have on us in these Caribbean regions that rely on these imports to be able to sustain our economy? So I think it's something that we need to really put more in-depth thought into on building resilience and building sustainable networks inside of our Caribbean region to ensure that food security can always be met. So, I think where we devalued the country is when we actually decided to make a transition from agriculture, animal husbandry, fisheries, which was basically the pillar of the economy, into the tourism sector, and not realizing how agriculture could have actually complemented that tourism sector. And it was sad how the transition happened, because I think it really happened by force, that our people were basically conditioned into believing that agriculture would no longer provide a certain levels of sustainability to them. And so, they just buy the cookie and run with it without really realizing the full potential that they really still had in their hands. I think I'm such a dedicated, diehard advocate to nature. And I think nature ever so often, like they say, God has a sense of humor. Ever so often I think nature has a great sense of humor where it challenges us as people to really recognize what is most important and what should be most valued. My name is Denicio Wyatte. I am Managing Director of Spaceless Gardens and founder of St. Martin Agricultural Research and Development Center Foundation. I would like to encourage a lot of people to find purpose in this life, and I think agriculture has made me find purpose, has made me find something to live for. So I am giving thanks for just being able to share my opinion with you guys today, and I hope that it may be very fruitful to the mind moving forward. Blessed love.